Alright. And we are supposedly live? Can't quite tell yet. Bada bing, bada boom, bada bam. Okay, it looks like we're going. Alright, second day of Satanic Saturdays. I've actually really been looking forward to coming back to this game. Had a lot of fun the last time I played Dead Space here. And because of it, I don't know, I've just been really looking forward to playing it again, so I guess we might as well get started. Dead Space is a really fun game. Oh, already to chapter 3, too. I think there are, like, 12 chapters in total in this game, so that actually makes us surprisingly far throughout the game, I suppose.
And we're working on borrowed time here. First, there's no fuel in the engines. Second, the gravity centrifuge is offline, which means there's a couple of trillion tons of rock pulling us down.
That's actually one thing I forgot to change. Let's go ahead and actually edit the audio really quick. I believe that the audio in here actually does affect like how it comes out in the video as well. I don't know why it wouldn't. And we could turn subtitles on. I always like subtitles. Just because the audio balance could have been a little bit better the last Satanic Saturday. It wasn't bad, but could have been better because I know sometimes it was a little bit hard to hear, mainly because of because the game audio was a bit too loud. So let's meander on our way. Hopefully we'll get some more babies to smash this time because oh shoot. Hello, good sir. You no longer have a head. Because it sucks to be you on Avenue Q. That'd be cool. This ship should be Avenue Q. That would make everything better for everyone. If like oh, what's his name? Something monster, the one who's always singing about porn. If he came out or something like that, obviously that'd be completely insane and weird. But I think I'd have a lot of fun with it. All right, there we go. Get some extra credits. What are these machines? Oh! Are these beverage machines? They all have sun written on them, and I know sun is something that we actually saw in our little, like, go-karts or monorail or whatever that we ride around all over the place. Let me see. Sun, Mr. Sun. It doesn't say what it is, though. That makes me mad. And a mad egg is something that no one should ever have to deal with in their lives because, I don't know, then everyone just cries. Ooh, an audio log!
Personal log.
Hooray!
Chief Engineer Jacob Temple.
The body just like slunches over.
That planet open since my captain died. The panic, the riots, they were nothing compared with what came after. Our friends, our co-workers, started coming back. Changed, coming back to kill us, drag us away. Rucker disappeared this morning, and I have to assume he's dead. My crew, they're starting to crack. I'm trying to keep an eye on them, but right now I have bigger problems. We're hemorrhaging fuel, and the primary engine is laboring.
Yeah, okay, Sun is definitely a soda brand. Hi, Siggy! How's it going? Welcome back, my good sir. How have you been, buddy? It's been a while. I can't wait to add your character into RimWorld too, since you did leave your request and stuff like that. When it does eventually happen, Siggy will be the most glorious member of all time. A very powerful man. How is the stream connection for you, Siggy? That's one thing that I'd like to learn. I think I actually have figured some of it out. I might need to go back and look at some of the previous streams to see what games lagged and stuff like that because. It may be it's good, or you're doing good. So something's good. Good to hear that something's good. Let's just say that. What was I going to say? But I think that actually the only games that do have that lagging internet thing are actually ones that use internet as well. Like for example, I casted Dota 2 in the last stream. I'm out of energy juice. Oh no, that's not good. In Dead Space, if you run out of energy juice, then it's basically just game over. Not because anything becomes more difficult, it's just because, I mean, like, what is this game without being able to slow people down? And actually, now that I think about it, slow-mo is such a big thing in shooters. Like, there's a lot of slow-mo kind of effects in video games. I like it in this one because it kind of is like an ammunition thing. Hello, X-Cookie Stealer, how's it going? I am late. You're not all that late. We actually just started just a little bit ago, so, okay, but I'm still lagging a bit. But it's not the freezing glitch. As long as it's not the freezing glitch, I'm happy, to be completely honest. Not that button. It's not freezing on my stream, so I don't think the freezing glitch should happen. No, only about 3 to 2 minutes. Yeah. You have been very, very timely, my good sir. Or madam, actually, I don't know. X-Cookie Stealer. I would say it would not surprise me if most of the viewers on Twitch, actually, I shouldn't even say wouldn't surprise me. I'm pretty sure it's a fact that most of the viewers on Twitch are male. But I don't know, I don't want to judge. I don't want to judge nothing. In all honesty, I'd actually probably really appreciate more female viewers than I probably get. But, who knows. And my viewership, my female demographic on YouTube was like 14% though. And in all honesty, for most Let's Players, that's pretty standard. So, I was happy about that. I have the line gun? Why haven't we used the line gun? I'm full of butts. Stasis pack would probably be good to hold on to. You know what, let's just sell one of our health things in order to go ahead and get that blueprint, because I want the blueprint. Blueprints are really what makes a man happy. Like, what makes a man, is it the power in his hand? Is it his quest for glory? No, it's blueprints. That's what everyone knows. So now, flame fuel schematic. Well, that wasn't worth it at all. Like, the flamethrower is the worst weapon in existence. Okay, but the line launcher. Now this thing is cool. What is this thing's alternate way of fire? Oh yeah, fires like a weird grenade launcher or something. It's probably because I live in Iceland and it's really far, so that could be it. That is the lag. Yeah, I apologize if there is some lag, but as long as it's not the freezing thing, I imagine it's at least viewable. Because that freezing thing is just literally unbearable. But luckily, I'm pretty sure I actually did finally figure it out. Oh no, this man is deceased. Evacuate this area immediately. Whatever you say, buddy. Whatever you say. Warning. Oh god. Yeah, it makes sense that this workbench could take off your fingers, but that was a really graphic image. But what was I about to say? Yeah, I think it's just that I can't play games that use internet because I don't know much about this kind of thing, but I imagine it's one of those things where when the internet at my school is not good enough to actually have like two functional, like, I don't know how to describe it. Basically, I think it's okay to do an output, but it can't have like an input and an output going. So any game, I basically can't live stream games that require internet. Stasis module, that's something that we should put some points into to get more energy. And duration. Duration is really nice too. So let's actually put our first point into that. The guns are super nice, but I might wait. Okay, cool. It's not the freezing thing. Thank the Lord. Just wanted to make sure. So yeah, it's one of those things where I don't think Patrick's in here right now, but if he is, hello to you, my good sir, of course. But oh shoot, hello buddy, how you doing down there? Wherever he went off to. But what was I going to say? When I live streamed this Thursday, the first half of the stream, which was Dota 2, which uses internet, that game apparently had the freezing glitch, but then after that, I went on to a game called Glitch Space, which doesn't use internet, and apparently it immediately got better after that. We need to go to that shop so we can get rid of this schematic. So let's actually go ahead. Yeah, we still have it. Let's backtrack a little quick. We definitely want to get rid of that nuisance of a schematic anyways, because everyone knows flamethrowers are butts in this game. Flamethrower is so freaking cool, you know? I love flamethrowers. In most weapons, when you hear the flamethrower, you're usually like, oh, that's gonna be the badass weapon, you know? If there's any weapon that I'm going to want to use, it's gonna be the flamethrower. But not in this game. In this game, the flamethrower just sucks. It's a really bad weapon, at least in my opinion. So let's mosey on along. I don't know where we're gonna get our energy juice. I really want some Isaac Clarke needs his last name is Clarke. Isaac needs his energy juice. It's like his energy drinks keeps him going. Or like the Energizer Bunny keeps him going and going and going. Oh, okay. Actually, this probably has been done before now that I think about it. But they kind of need like a brand of Viagra that is like a spoof of the Energizer Bunny. It's like, it just keeps going and going and going. I personally would really like that. Hey buddy, how's it going? Let's go ahead and just chop off your leg. You're probably not gonna need that anymore. That's the nice thing about this game. If there's one thing I will say about the combat, like how they made things original in this game, the fact that you actually like are supposed to specifically remove the limbs of your enemies is a really, really nice touch, because it does make the gameplay like quite unique and different in this game. Kinesis required, okay. I love how everything that requires kinesis in this world has this big like kinesis symbol on it. I don't know why, but I always found that a little bit silly. It's just like, hello! We're supposed to use kinesis on this object, so do it. Don't be an idiot. What's up with all these people, too? They're wearing... No, I don't want his foot. I want his body. Oh god, this thing looks so silly. These guys are wearing a lot of gas masks in here. But then again, we actually might be at like the engine. We might be in the engines portion of the ship. That's one thing I will say. Obviously, since it's a live stream, I haven't really been focusing too much on the story, and I don't really know what the hell is going on right now. I don't know what part of the ship we're in. Basically, I just know, like, here. Oh, no, not the little guys. The little guys can suck it. Get off of me, you freaking jerkwad. But basically, here's, like, the flow of this game. Get off of me. I hate those guys so much. The flow of this game is basically the first 70% of it is essentially just, oh, we're trying to get off the ship. We're trying to escape. All these things are broken, so let's go ahead and fix them one by one. Then, well, there are, like, small story elements here and there, but, like, none of the... Oh, shoot! I forgot! One of the guys is gonna attack that man! It's gonna be one of the birds! Stop it! That's a no-no, bird! You're not allowed to touch that guy's corpse! Yeah! Suck it! We taught that bird a lesson. Is there anyone... oh, another... Okay, if there... Nope, wrong button. Q million. We will have Q million of everything. We will kill Q million birds. Cut off Q million legs. Like, honestly, this far in the game, talking about how many legs we've cut off, this is probably like, probably like Q million times 5 or something like that. I'm not sure what Q million times 5 would be, but it's a number far too big for any man to count in a lifetime, that's for sure. It's like how you can't watch all Doctor Who episodes in your life, and I don't know if anyone here is a Doctor Who fan and can actually explain that to me, but I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. That's something that I've never understood. Why can't you, like, watch all Doctor Who episodes in a lifetime? I'm pretty sure if that was, like, the only thing you did for your entire life, and you did it, like, 24/7, you would be able to watch all episodes of Doctor Who. There can't possibly be that many that it adds up all the time of someone's life. That's at least how I understood it. Maybe I'm wrong. Can you possibly stream as soon as possible tomorrow? And if so, when will you stream? I mean, my schedule for streaming is definitely, of course, the 3 o'clock Eastern time on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and then, of course, Satanic Saturdays here. But, what is Q million? Q million, well, first off is my first thought, actually. I should probably do focus on one idea at a time. But if you guys want, I might be able to live stream tomorrow. I've got a lot of work I've got to do, so if I did end up live streaming, it would probably end up being a shorter stream. Oh, crap, that's one of the strong guys. No! Yes! We defeated them all! All of our enemies have been slain. But you know, I don't know. If all of you guys would like to see a stream tomorrow, maybe we can make that happen. I'm not sure what time I would stream. But I do want to stream more spontaneously, and for those streams I wouldn't like put an update on the YouTube channel. Those would just be a much more kind of like casual, even though basically all my streams are casual, just really spontaneous random type of stream. So the only way for you guys to probably know about that would either be if you checked constantly for whatever reason, or getting emails about it. And who knows, that might be the way that most of you actually know about me going live, if you don't just follow the weekly setup and all that. But yeah, who knows, maybe I'll stream tomorrow. I will say I probably won't, because honestly I'm kind of having a hard enough time streaming the 3 days of a week that I do, just because I am really busy right now. I am actually a college student, and this semester so far has been by far the most busy one that I've had in all my years at my college. So, you know, it's I really, really want to continue streaming, but right now it's actually kind of a thing where I don't know. I'm gonna do as much as I can to at least hold this 3 days a week thing, but even that might end up unfortunately changing in the future.
It's only a quarter full, but that's enough to restore orbit once
Hello?
the engine's online. What the hell?
I hear noises. Okay. Well, going ahead and going back to what Siggy was saying, what is a Q million? That's actually something that we started up at the last Satanic Saturdays, or Satanic Saturday. Or the first Satanic Saturday as well, the one that started it all. Basically, it's just an inside joke. What happened was, it was you, Cookie Stealer, right? You said, you were saying like I deserve $1 million. Oh, babies to smash! We gotta smash all the babies. Basically, I believe Cookie Stealer was saying something about like including the number million. But Cookie accidentally said, Q million. And so we were just, like, joking and kidding in the chat, saying, like, basically in the stream, and kind of, I haven't really mentioned it much on the channel at all, but it's an inside joke here now, that basically, Q million is basically the largest number in the world. Like, a Q million is several magnitudes larger than a billion. That'll be a good like description of how big a Q million is. It's like unphenomenally big. I accidentally started the Q million and it stuck. Okay, I thought it was you, Cookie. Is there any way to get? Oh, close ad. Wonderful. That'll make the chat cover more space. Yes, we shall have a feast and celebrate for Q million years as well. I totally agree. The thing about the lag is that it pauses, starts again, then skips to the point where it was supposed to be. That really, really sucks. I'm sorry about that, Siggy. That does sound like a really, really irritating, type of lag. I always forget that Y is the inventory. I think I've been playing too much Resident Evil 4. Holy cow, we actually ran out of our basic ammo. We gotta start using the machine gun more. In fact, you know what? We have too much of this. Let's use a clip. God, I love that fire method. Thing is about. Oh, okay. A Googleplexian is big. Oh, is bigger than a Q million. Nothing is bigger than a Q million. Nothing. I'm sorry, Siggy, but nothing is bigger than a Q million. Let us run. Isaac runs in a silly way. I don't know why I kind of feel that way, but I really like his run. Oh, what is this? Remember, someone expects you home tomorrow. Interesting. Work safely today. No. You can't really work safely when there's a bunch of evil aliens coming to attack you. Let's go ahead and smash this glowing box. That's one thing I don't understand. What are those weird glowing boxes? Like, why do they have so many glowing boxes in this world that apparently are very easily destructible? I know Isaac is wearing this, like, space suit, but if I was, like, if I smashed a suit, well, I don't know. I was about to say, if I tried smashing a suitcase with my foot, presuming that box is similar to a suitcase, because it looks like it's made out of some kind of metal material, it wouldn't have the same kind of effect that it had right when he smashed it. But, you know what, maybe I'm completely wrong about that. Anyone here to say hello? There's usually someone here to say hello. Looks like poor Isaac is gonna be all alone in the universe. Not a friend in the world. Do we go down along this way? Yes, okay, that looks good. One thing I should ask you guys, I like the open mouth face of the nerve. That actually showed up in the chat a while ago. I just, forgot to read it. Fire up the armies, we shall go unto war. True facts, yo. But, what was I about to say? I was gonna say something. Got the Ripper. Ripper will probably actually be the final weapon we use, because the Ripper is really fun to use. So, basically, apparently, before when I was saying, hey, you guys get to decide what weapons I use, apparently I'm completely disregarding that, so we're going with the Ripper. Oh, that's one thing I wanted to say. How is the audio balance in the stream? I'd like to know how good things are sounding to you guys, and, if the game audio needs to be lower. Because like I was saying earlier, I don't know if anyone was in here when I said this, because this is one of the first things I said. But I looked back on the first video, and I think the audio balance could have been better. Okay, I think we're going through that one door that we actually... No! Not this way. Do we go through there? Oh, there! Oh, yeah, the elevator. The elevator was totally open before. I forgot about that. I thought you looked like, Laudius, but that... Well... I don't know who that is. Lonados. Lonados. Is that how you pronounce that? I have no idea who Lonados is. The audio is great for me. Okay, awesome. That is good to hear. Very mucho grande to hear. Because I'm an insensitive jerkwad who acts like he knows Spanish, but I don't even act like I know Spanish. I know nothing about the Spanish language. Honestly, oh shoot, I remember something big happening in this room, I think. This isn't the room where the evil technology is there to kill us. What happens in this room? I think we're actually probably locked into this room now that I think about it. Did the game really just give me flamethrower ammo? Oh my god, it totally... No, that's a small air can. That's for breathing. Okay, that's better than flamethrower ammo. The audio is great. Wow. Is it only us that can chat? That's what I'm thinking. Everyone's quiet. Yeah, it's a more quiet stream than the last one we had. Who knows? We might not have the same people in here that we had last time as well, because Patrick is usually pretty vocal, and same with Aurelio, and it doesn't look like either of them are there so far. It's creepy. There's nothing more fearsome than a quiet chat. Quiet little cat. I believe one of you two, though, were... Oh, God. Stop the saw. I was done with you after a little bit. One of you two, if not both of you, were really into, the idea of doing Long Live the Queen on a stream, right? Because we're not gonna do it today, but I was actually thinking more about it, and I think I would really, really like doing Long Live the Queen at some point. If you two are interested, I would want to save it for a stream that you guys would be able to make it out for, of course, and, I don't know if it has been lag issues, because I've been playing a lot of games that actually have been apparently doing that freezing glitch, so I need to be more careful with what I play, at least when I'm back at school, obviously. But I'm sure Long Live the Queen wouldn't do that thing. So, but basically what I'm saying is I didn't see you guys in the streams throughout the week, so I don't know if it was a thing where you guys just aren't available from like 3 to 6, or what. Yeah, this definitely is the one where we're locked into it. So then we gotta jump out of there. Oh, hello. How's it going, buddies? Oh, they're so cute. Look at them jumping up to start going into the ventilation shafts. Speaking of games with... Oh, shoot. This guy actually... No, he didn't break down the door. I thought he broke down the door. Okay. Let's actually examine this room for all the vents. That's one thing I should do. Is this the only vent? If that's the... No. Or maybe it is. Oh, come on, game. Game forced me to turn around, but then it was just like, oh, we made you turn in the wrong way, and I'm sorry about that. Hope that you like it. I would like to watch Long Live the Queen. Oh god. Okay, wait, sorry, I can't fully read the chat right now because I'm being attacked by a jerkwad. Big old jerkwad meanie face. Anyone else coming? Oh, hello. Oh, is that a... No, that's not Birdie. That's one of the jumpers. Okay. Actually, the Birdies probably wouldn't be very effective in here at all because there isn't really much of, Actually, there aren't any corpses in here, and obviously the Birdies are only really good around corpses. I said we were going to use the machine gun, but then I completely forgot, so we should probably use that. Volcanic Thunder! I love those things. Where shall Veldron be? Shall he be too much of a wuss, or did he forget? Yeah, Veldron's also another guy who usually comes out with these things, but he's not here today. Hello, Volcanic Thunder. I don't recognize you. Are you a new guy to the stream? Who knows? Maybe I'm just a total moron, and you've been here before and talked in the chat, and I just don't remember you. But I believe that I believe you're a new face to the stream. Yeah, I'm sadly not available on the Tuesday-Thursday streams because school ends at 4:30. Okay. Finally, someone else joins. Hello to you too. Welcome to the chat. I know that's the thing. Maybe I should change the Tuesday-Thursday streams because, especially with school now starting up for a lot of people, not many people are really showing. And really, my favorite things about the streams is communicating with you guys and stuff like that. Because, to be honest, in those streams that, like, nobody and not many people have shown up, it's been, like, a real, like, emotional downer. Because that's a weird thing about Let's Playing. This is the difference between Let's Playing and live streaming. With Let's Playing, you're talking to yourself, of course, but you know that people are going to view it later, so it never feels like you're talking to yourself. But if you're in a Twitch TV stream and nobody's viewing, nobody's gonna come back and watch that later, you know, or at least very, very few people. This is where a big, angry tentacle monster comes out and grabs us. Maybe even now, actually, to be completely honest. So yeah, it's kind of really like... I don't know if unnerving is the right word, but it has a much different feel, because it really does, like I just said, feel like you are actually just talking to yourself, and it's kind of a depressing feeling in some regards. So I might, maybe I'll change those to from 6 p.m. to 8 a.m. as well, because that might also be nice for my schedule, allow me to rest for longer after classes and stuff like that. I gotta go in 10 minutes. Siggy! Oh no! Alright, Siggy, well, thank you for coming out, my good sir. And, I hope you, hope you come out for another one in the future. Let's go ahead and save the game. This makes a lot of sense, I suppose. In case we die. Because honestly, that's the thing. Another game kind of similar to this one in that it's a third-person action game that I love because I played it so much in my childhood is Resident Evil 4. And ooh, nice. Let's go ahead and actually put that down right about in here. I don't remember if this game actually has continues or retries, as I should say. Because I know in Resident Evil 4, if you die, you could just as easily get back to the point you were by, even though it does have, like, scheduled save points, you could get back to where you were just by clicking retry. The save points are more just there for when you turn off the system. And that's probably what it is in this game, but I'm actually not entirely sure about that. I forgot about the big fungi that show up in this game. Those things are weird. Oh, and this is the first time in this game where there's gonna be something that could, like, really kill us. That's always a fun thing. Whee! Fly, Isaac, fly! I'm a chapter ahead of you. Oh, you're playing too, Volcanic Thunder. It's a fun game. You might know for sure that oh, I forgot you gotta slow this thing down. Oh, hello. How's it going? There are 12 chapters in this game, I believe. I very well may be wrong, and that's why I'm trying to remember. Because, honestly, when I started this, I was like, oh, we're at chapter 3. I'm surprised I'm honestly surprised we're that far. But, as with many games like this, it also wouldn't surprise me if it's a case scenario where the game actually gets longer the farther you get into it. That's not always the case with these types of games, but of course it's also one of those things where the shortest chapters, understandably, would oftentimes be the early ones. Oh, come on! I slowed down this part, but it didn't slow down that thing? Well, that's silly. Slow the whole thing down. Luckily, it actually still moves at the proper speed, even though that main aspect of it was slowed down. I don't want to go. I know, I don't want you to go either, Siggy, but apparently we must all part ways. Cries a river, screams in anger. Shock. Cry me a river, but I just did. Again? I think so, thank you. Force tears to come out. I'm so sorry. I'll cry too, but I'll cry like in spirit. That'll be my thing. Because I am the spirit. I am the ghost of the Christmas from 2,000 years ago. Okay, let's go ahead and finish off with this thing. Oh god, we got more angry dudes coming at us. Hello. These guys are always so cute. Just coming to say hi to us. Really, actually, have we been hurt by... I don't... Frickin' new guy? My god, this one guy took a whole clip. Oh no! Okay, well now we've taken damage from these ones. I don't know why, but I really like calling these dudes like the dogs of the aliens in this game. For some reason they remind me of dogs, even though they look absolutely nothing like them. But yeah. Fail. Funny thing is, I actually don't remember what that fail moment was, but I'm a big fail guy. That's one thing I will admit. I think I'm pretty good at video games, but I'm certainly no master of the art of video games. Oh, yes! More slow-mo juice. I need it all. By the way, don't steal my cookies. That's a good point, Siggy. I'd love to, I mean, yeah. That's a good point, Siggy. I would be very willing to share my cookies with you, but I don't know if I would like you stealing my cookies, Cookie Stealer. It might make me feel sad. Okay, so what does this do? Okay, that did get rid of our oxygen, so now we just gotta run? Oh no! I forgot that anti-gravity isn't gone! Oh no! Is there a thing? There isn't a thing! Oh, and this is where the things spin. Okay, can I slow time? I probably should have tried slowing time earlier if I could. Let's test it. I missed it. Whatever. I think it's okay. Run, Isaac, run! Run! Oh no. Hello, buddy. What's up? Die. We may actually die here. I don't think we will. I think we'll make it okay. But like I was saying, we may actually die. Can we slow that? No, we can't. Okay, so we just have to play it smart. Don't make any stupid mistakes. Keep on running, Isaac. Oh! That was actually scary. That was actually very, very scary. Let me stand here and catch up on things. But about the cookies, cough, shoves cookies in mouth. I like that. Thou shalt not theft my cookies. You shall not steal cookies. That was the original Gandalf quote, but decided to change it mainly because it they kind of felt like it didn't really have any relevance to the plot. Personally, I don't understand that. I mean, Gandalf, he's a lover of cookies, you know? It's... Oh, God. Die! Oh! Yes! Now we're gonna get the ultimate payback by having his body get smacked away. Is it still... Oh, no, it wasn't. Oh, we missed money! He dropped money! And I didn't grab it. I mean, I guess we could go back, but I'm kind of a lazy man, so... It's one of those things where, like, what's the point? Can I get some oxygen? Okay. Run! Was there an oxygen tank over there? No. Close the door! Close the freaking door, I don't want to die! Oh, come on, thing. There we go, okay. It did give us that ×2 air tank. I could have tried using that, but I feel better that we didn't use it. Makes me happier. The thing. Oh no! Okay, here comes Mr. Angry Tentacle Man. He doesn't like the fact that we turned off the oxygen or something like that. Shoots the thing! This is really the portion of the game where it's really nice to have the machine gun weapon whenever you know that guy's gonna come out. Because with, obviously that thing isn't, like, impossible to stop if you don't have the machine gun, but it's one of those things where it's always a bit nicer, you know? Might as well we didn't grab any... Yep, wrong button. We didn't grab any, like, shredder ammo. That sucks. In fact, actually, what ammo is most prominent in our inventory right now? We probably have too much, like, medicine. That's a bad thing. Let's actually heal ourselves a little and grab one of those. Because later on, if we have, like, all medicine in our inventory, but no actual, like, ammo, we're gonna be in big trouble. It's of course, loads of fun to go ahead and smash all the babies whenever they do show up in this game. But, you can't smash all the babies. You need ammo for some of it. God. Oh, God. I both really love that inside joke for this series now, but I also do kind of hate it because it does make me feel like I'm the worst person in the human race whenever I say that. But of course, I'm sure you guys all know that I'm joking. So, are there... Oh, there was an angry dude over there. I was about to say, are there gonna be more of them? Hello? I hear you, but I do not see you. Oh, well, that's enough of that. You shall not steal. Who cares about meh? Or money? Chocolate chip. Chocolate chip is my... I will say, I actually have... Oh, hello. You just wanted to hang around the corner. But there was a period in my life where I was a really big oatmeal raisin guy. Like, oatmeal raisin was my favorite cookie. But I gotta say, I've kind of turned back to a chocolate chip. Because chocolate chip is so good. The one thing I will say, though, is that chocolate chip is one of,
Can you hear me?
Oh, hello, Kendra.
It's
How's it
Kendra.
going? Yeah, no,
attacked me. I
no
ran for it,
buts,
and
it's
Hammond
you,
just...
Kendra.
He just disappeared.
Here, I'll read the chat while she talks. There, I did it for you, thanks.
Nice to see you're alive and well.
Doge. I love
barricaded
Doge.
myself in the
Now
computer
drop
core.
that cookie now.
I can hear them moving
I
outside,
got 2
but
million problems,
I don't
but a
think they know I'm
cookie
in
ain't
here.
one. I really like
I
that.
can launch into everything
There's
from
one,
here.
there's tons.
I hacked the route and found some reports from the colony.
If there
Even
is
before
one,
they cracked the code,
there
the
are
colonists were
millions.
experiencing widespread
Nobody
dementia.
can stop it now.
It seems to be related to some artifact they found on the planet.
Kendra,
Something
check it
called
out, I got a
marker.
dead body.
I'll keep looking. I've got your location, and I'm going to unlock the door to fuel storage. You can get to the engine chamber from there.
Oh, I thank you, Kendra. You're totally not going to backstab me, and this whole, the whole purpose of this mission by the end of the story, I'm sure. Actually, that's one thing that I forgot, is, does she backstab, like, the mission as well, or is it kind of like Alien, the movie Alien, where actually the mission was, like, from the very beginning, it was like an evil plan or something like that. Because that's one of the cool things about Alien. And for those of you who don't know Alien, the story of Alien, there's a big twist in it towards the end where, like, they're there to, like, explore this ship or planet or whatever, something like that. They find it. Turns out there's an evil alien who starts killing people, and then the twist at the end is that the people who sent them there kind of knew that there was, like, an evil alien life form, and basically basically it's one of those things where they're like, yeah, we know you guys were gonna die. We kind of screwed you over, but you're supposed to bring that alien back to us. Forgot how crazy this area is. This area sucks. Let's actually leave. Like, we're, wrong button again. We're actually gonna go back to the shop, because I totally forgot to spend that gold thing, and I'd really like to go ahead and spend that gold thing. So that's the thing that worries me. In areas like that in this game, is the audio still good, or should I probably lower it a little? So, I mean, of course those areas aren't very prominent in this game, but, I wouldn't want there to be periods where the game is, like, screaming in your ears or something like that. Wait, how do I get... Oh, I got jump there, okay. I was like, what the hell is happening? I was so confused. Didn't know why I couldn't get down. I was talking about something before I said that whole alien thing. Oh yeah, the cookies! I forgot to say that. Basically, I used to be a really big, like, oatmeal raisin fan, but now I'm chocolate chip is my favorite cookie right now. But I will say, chocolate chip is either, like, the greatest thing in the world or one of the worst. And for me, it, of course, all depends on, like, the texture of it. If it's stale chocolate chip... I think a stale chocolate chip cookie is much worse than any other cookie. And we don't need the air cans. The air cans we could probably just sell for more inventory space. And the dollars, of course. What was the other thing I was going to say in addition to that? Let's actually go ahead and get some upgrades too, might as well. But like a melted chocolate chip cookie, that's like heaven to me. I love it when it's nice and warm and the chocolate chips are... Oh, I forgot that... Oh no, those are just suits. I thought those were dead people. Never mind, I thought they all hung themselves. I haven't read the chat in a bit because I've been talking about cookies and stuff like that, so let's go to the bench and get myself caught up. If there's... Oh yeah, the corner camper. Oh, that was probably way when that dude was hiding behind the corner. I know, seriously! It's like, freaking jerkwads in... Oh, the range is also something that we should do. Let's get one of those. We will actually need to get all 3 of those, I think, to be able to grab an item later on in the game. So we'll go ahead and get one of those. Next, we'll probably upgrade the energy first. Of course, we're going to hold on to one node just in case we needed to open any doors or something like that. But, yeah. I know, that guy back way when was a total corner camper. I hated him. He's a scumbag. It's like, Call of Duty players all over again. Oh, shebang. Total diss. And stuff like that. I actually haven't played online Call of Duty in like years, so I don't know what the community is like in those games anymore. It wouldn't surprise me if it isn't much different though. Why did they just go camping without us? I know, seriously, they should have invited Isaac. Yeah, that's pretty rude. Your corner camper, audio is good. Go to the subway. Ask for chocolate chip cookie and ask them to heat it. You gotta have heated up chocolate chip cookies. If you don't have heated up chocolate chip cookies... Oh, hello, buddy. Where'd you come from? You weren't here before. Oh, now you're dead. I hoped you had a good life. That's the thing that Isaac probably isn't really considering in this whole journey. Maybe these monsters, actually, like, have minds and hearts and feelings of their own. And maybe this is all just natural selection. Maybe those guys are just trying to beat up Isaac because they're hungry. And he doesn't care. Isaac is just like, yeah, you're gonna die. I hate you. Die, monster, die. Like a big old meanie. Let's just keep on moving around. Oh, great. We get more of the fungus life and stuff like that. Oh, I remember this area. Oh, God. I forgot about these guys. These guys suck. See, because I believe they can actually attack you. We could take a little bit of damage. I won't walk over to this thing. Can't attack me when it doesn't have a head, which makes a lot of sense. We just kicked the head around too. Oh yeah, we can't even walk on this stuff. I hate that stuff. This stuff is the worst. It's like water physics in games. Most annoying part of an entire game just because it like changes the flow of your ability to like control yourself and stuff like that. Audio logs can suck it. Not audio, video logs can suck it. We don't care about those. Just a big old load of nonsense. And then let's go ahead and open this. Welcome to the chat, Riley Co. Yes, hello, Riley Co. Audio and video is perfect. iPad Comcast. Awesome sauce. And another one bites the chat. And another one gone. And another one gone. Another one bites the chat. Hey, it's gonna get you too. Another one bites the chat. Such a good song. Singer has a really weird voice though. I mean, I'm sure I did overplay it a little, but Singer does have a very unique way of singing that song. Worst part is, I don't know who sings that song. That's the one thing you guys will have to understand about me. If there's one thing that I know, like, nothing about, why are these green? That's interesting. shine a light on it and it turns green. But if there's one thing in this world that I actually know little to nothing about, it's actually music. I don't really know much about music. I don't know very many artists, and I don't know an incredible amount of songs either. Like really, oh, is that one of the dudes over here? No. You know what, I'm pretty sure these guys are able to attack us, so it probably doesn't matter too much what we do. Let's just finish these guys, take them out of the misery. They'll be like, Mark. Can we actually shoot one from up here? Oh, there he is. Hey, buddy, how's it going? Let's go ahead and say no more to your pretty little head there. There you go. Snapping like, I don't know, a sniper, I guess. Oh, God! Oh, no! They're here! No! Oh, get off of me, you parasites! I hate those guys so much. Oh, hey, buddy! Oh, no! This guy's gonna be home to the parasites. I remember this guy. He's gonna explode and a million parasites are gonna come out, right? Or he's actually just gonna be alive for a little bit and then fall over. Okay, I remember that completely wrong. Freddie Mercury and I think David Bowie. Okay. If they want to eat, why are they risking the fate of their species for one quick bite? Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, honestly, at this point, though, they are doing a pretty good job. I don't think at this point in the story you could really say that they're risking the fate of their entire species, because they're winning. That's the thing about these games. This is really what brings out a lot of like the charm in these types of stories. But I always find these stories funny when it's basically one man versus the entire world, and that one man comes out on top. Really, that's just kind of most video games as well. That's. Oh no! I used a health thing. I didn't mean to use a health thing there. Most, if not like 90% of video games are that kind of story, when it's just one dude who's fighting a million people and somehow he survives. Honestly, it's kind of the same thing as a lot of Arnold Schwarzenegger's movies. One man against the world and somehow nobody kills him. But really, that's what makes these stories so cool. The fact that it's you don't feel like invulnerable. You feel like you really are like in danger and your character can die and stuff like that, because he can. It's a freaking video game. Video game wouldn't be fun if you can't lose, but you don't really question that whole kind of aspect of it. Oh, yep, here we go. I thought there would be a power node unlocked here. R.I.P. Freddie. Oh no, Freddie Mercury's dead? I don't even know that. Oh my god, that's something that you guys are probably gonna be like, oh my god, this guy's such an idiot. Such an idiot, he has no idea about the world around him. And honestly, you probably wouldn't be all that far off. Let's just go ahead and keep on moving around. Keep on moving around. His name is Isaac. He's a hero. He's gonna kill all the aliens in this land. Or ship, I suppose. Go ahead and give that door a big smack. I don't know why I destroy all those things. I just always expect an alien's gonna come out, and they never seem to. It's just, Oh! Oh! No! No! I thought it was Christmas! But instead it was Halloween. Everyone's trying to ruin Isaac's day, and I don't appreciate it. Oh, freaking jerks. I think I heard one of those guys whining somewhere. But I don't see him. That one's still moving? Die! You've had enough of life. You don't deserve it anymore. It's all over for you. It's over big time. Like Spider-Man big time. That is a good comic. I don't know if any of you guys have or haven't read any Spider-Man, but if you ever do, go ahead and read Spider-Man big time. That is a really good place to start. Oh yes! Sayonara, suckers! They died as they lived. Very annoying. So let's move up here. Anything, now we've got another explosive thing, so we might as well have that join us on our journey. This is the weirdest thing. The kinesis ability. Can you just use that on people? I'm asking this in the world of this game. Can you just use kinesis on someone when they're not like a corpse? Can you just like use kinesis to either like drag a guy from across the room over to you, or oh god, look at them dragging that body. That guy was using his own version of kinesis, just with no like psychic abilities. Ah, sorry, sucker. No dice for you. You're not getting over to me. Ooh, let's actually kill this guy with a saw. No, not a box, a saw. There we go. No. Grab the saw! Pick it up! Pick it up! There we go, okay. Oh no! I failed. I am such a failure. You guys should all hate me because that was the world's worst thing ever. I don't know why Isaac wouldn't pick it up. He's just like, I could use that to defend my life, but I kinda don't want to. Oh, the fatties! The like really pudgy enemies. Yeah, these guys, no, these guys are the worst because when you kill them, they spawn a little bunch of demon babies, right? Right? Maybe not. We can smack him though. Oh, he's got another gold schematic. Okay, so we gotta get rid of some of these things. Let's use a health pack. Might as well, I suppose. We really need a shop to be somewhere around here because our inventory is filling up a lot with all these gold schematics and that oxygen tank that I would really prefer to sell more than anything else. Ah, another health pack. We cannot use any more, so we literally can't. We could just drop it and pick up that one, but I don't know if there's much of a point. Unless that's a triple prong one? No, it's just a 2-1. You should read chat more frequently. I thought I was caught up on the chat. I said the Freddie Mercury thing, and then nobody said anything. I'm sorry, I thought I was behind. He's just in one of the moments where he has to pay attention a lot. Yeah, I know, but he could just pause. Yeah, sorry, I should pause more, though, because I'm not the best at reading chat. But I said the whole thing about Freddie Mercury. You did that, like, not... Did the cosmos, like, not connect, and you guys didn't hear that? Because I was, like, talking to you guys. Now I'm feeling bad. I want to communicate to you guys. But sometimes, I don't know, God explodes and doesn't like me and says, "No, Brendan, you're not allowed to do things because you can suck it, and I don't like you right now." That makes me cry. But that tasks the adrenaline away. Or not tasks, takes. Sorry, that was my bad. True dat, true dat. I always love the phrase true dat. I don't know why. It's just like the greatest way to say true that. Can we do the fire extinguishers blow up when we throw those? I kind of do. I want a little bit more fanfare than that game, but not every game can have exploding fire extinguishers. Really is a privilege of most games, to be completely honest. Do we do this thing now?
Ignition sequence initiated.
Seems pretty good. Please. Oh no! More enemies! Hello? I will have no more of your nonsense. Let's actually eliminate you. Do we have another fatty? It would not surprise me if they bring out a second fatty for us to deal with. I just realized that the female monsters in this game, it makes sense because they're from human bodies, but it kind of makes me feel awkward that the female monsters have breasts. It's kind of a weird thing. Freddie Mercury is a god. That's pretty cool for him. I wish I was a god. Maybe he's the god that's being so mean to me then. He's like, you know nothing about music, so I'm gonna punish you, Brendan, by being like, oh no, sadness shall befall on you and your entire household. There's a quote, isn't there a quote that's semi like that in Shakespeare? I don't know, I used to do a lot of theater, but I'm not the biggest Shakespeare buff. But isn't there a quote that's like, you and your entire household will suffer, or something? I'm not sure. Freddie Mercury is life. Shrek is love. Shrek is life.
Engines firing.
Yeah! Thank you, Mr. Engine Man. You have been very helpful. We are, oh, wrong button again. We are actually out of ammo for our machine gun. We're starting to run low on everything. Oh my god, I gotta start using the line launcher. One sec, I'm gonna actually, like, pause this and take off my shirt. Now I need some of that, like, boots and cats music going on. Cause I took off the shirt, guys. That's when you know it's real. It's really hot in my room right now. I don't know why.
It's working.
It's like really humid.
We're online and functional.
So, goodbye, shirt.
Finally, some good news. Get a tram to the bridge, Isaac. I'm gonna take us back into a geostation.
Wait, we're not safe yet. Ship's asteroid defense system is offline. On the way up,
Oh, this portion of the game.
The planet crack. We'll be ripped to pieces unless you restart it.
God damn it. I'll start working on it
Shrek,
from
I
here.
hate Shrek.
Isaac, meet me at the bridge. You can do more good here than I can.
Why do you hate Shrek, Siggy? I mean, this is just a guess.
It's me.
But if it is part of the whole Shrek pop culture explosion, because for whatever reason, Shrek got like huge. Personally, I love it because I'm a really big fan of the Shrek is love, Shrek is life thing. And I kind of like how Shrek has kind of become like a meme in and of himself. So I personally, I'm a big fan of it, but I could understand how that kind of thing could get on some people's nerves if it is something that you do really hate. I think that egg should have 31 followers to the Q million power. You rock, buddy. Do I have 31 followers now? Because on my thing it says 30, but who knows, maybe I would need to refresh and someone actually did follow. Maybe it's Volcano. Who knows? That's just me making a guess because he did say he was new to today's stream, if I am correct. Alright, let's go ahead and get rid of this gold stuff. Just gotta take a story. Small can, same. Just the small can could actually come to some useful help, but we don't need any. We don't need none of those shenanigans. It's just a big old load of nonsense. Power nodes? I summon you in the name of noding power. Let's go ahead and get some upgrades. Soon we shall have all the upgrades. Death. A schoolmate of mine adores Shrek. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's always a sucky thing when you have a friend who's really into something and it actually starts becoming annoying to you because the person talks about it too much. Honestly, actually, I'm probably a prime example of someone who does that issue. Like, there's a lot of things that I probably irritate a lot of my friends by talking about too much. Like, when I was actually really big into Spider-Man, I talked about Spider-Man, like, constantly. And excuse me, I'm sure that irritated a lot of my family members and stuff like that. So it's, one of those, unfortunate things whenever you've got a friend who does something like that. And he is 13. Yeah, that always changes things as well when it's someone younger, on top of that. What's the video? Shrek is Love, Shrek is Life on YouTube. It's so good! I love the video Shrek is Love, Shrek is Life. I'm a sucker for that kind of humor. Do we want energy or duration? Energy is nice because we get more of it. Yeah, I think at this point energy would be better. We'll ignore duration and then probably put our next piece of power into the plasma cutter? We could increase the capacity of the machine gun, though. All the weapons in this game are so good! We'll do the plasma cutter. Plasma cutter is a cool basic weapon that's always a lot of fun. So we'll do that one. I like the plasma cutter a lot. And then we could mosey on along Isaac's merry little way. With his merry little hands, his merry little toes, and his merry little feet. Or something like that. I don't even know what I'm talking about, so I apologize. Isaac is like, I don't know, a character from a children's book right now. That is something that should happen. Someone should make Dead Space the children's book. And it's basically just like a really, like, maybe not necessarily dumbed down, but of course, like, really, really child-friendly version of Dead Space. That would be the book. And all the children in all the world would love it. It would be the happiest of all times for all people. I drink my drink, because I got the stink.
Come in.
Let's watch it from
Kendra's
this
right.
view.
The ADS
I'll
is
make it
completely
dramatic.
shut. I'll need your help to fix this.
Oh,
Kendra,
Isaac,
can
you
hear
ruined
me.
it.
See if you can get to the ship's reports. It sounds like you have better access from there.
When were you going to tell us about the artifact, Hammond?
Oh yeah,
Marker.
it's this part
I
in the
don't know
game.
anything about
This
that.
is why I hate
It's
that
referenced in the
lady.
captain's records.
Because
They brought
she's
it up from the
such
planet.
It's
a
on the
beach.
ship?
In
Such a beach.
They
Like,
think
the
it's of
whole
alien
game,
origin,
she's
but I don't
basically
know what the
being
hell
like,
it is.
Hammond,
Really?
you're an asshole.
CEC doesn't
Hammond,
know
you're the
anything
bad
about
guy. Hammond, you
You're
suck.
lying.
When, of course, spoilers
I'm not
alert
the
for
bad
anyone who
guy
doesn't
here.
know Dead
We're all
Space in
shaky
here.
right now.
She's
You'll have to
actually
trust that
like
I
the
don't know
main
anything
villain.
about it.
Kind of. It's a twist ending. Of course, the main villains are the aliens, but she's actually like
the debris
responsible for the
Get to the
aliens.
captain's nest. I'll explain
She's not the
everything later.
main person responsible, but she basically is working for people who want to get this artifact that is pissing off all the aliens. So, like, towards the end of the game, she becomes a villain. Let's just say that. Yeah, I like it too, but it's effed up. It is very, very effed up. Mary had a little lamb that... Mary had a little lamb. Little lamb. Little lamb. True story. A girl named Mary took her lamb to school like 100 years ago. Is that story based off of a girl named... Oh, that was weird. Oh, hello, Arm. How's it going? Oh, he left... Left right when I tried to shoot him. What a jerkwad. Here, let's try to give him some food. Maybe that'll cheer him up. Here, buddy. Oh, hello. Here, take this arm. I mean, leg. Take it. Maybe then we could be at peace. Could all be at peace in the world. You guys will never bother me again because I gave you some free food. Of course, that's probably not going to be all that likely. Hello, thing. Let me destroy you. Probably not best to use the line launcher ammo and stuff like that, but you know, I don't care. It's okay to say S. It's weird, no, it's a word for a female dog. Oh, bitch. Yeah, I know. That's a weird thing about myself. I don't really care about swearing. I apologize if some of you guys do. And if you do, I'll try to, like, line up on it. But it's one of those things where sometimes I just censor myself for fun. You know? Because sometimes it's actually more fun to say, like, beach, or, I don't know, oh, fiddle diddles, weird things like that. I don't know. It's just something that I have a lot of fun doing that kind of thing. Because apparently I'm a 2-year-old and simple stuff like that entertains me.
Back up here immediately. Guns are useless. We can't hold them back for very long.
You foolish fool! Guns aren't useless, you just need to use them in the right way. It's not the size of the gun, it's how you use it. As Michael Caine from Austin Powers 3 would say. Man, oh man, was that a disappointing movie. Oh, we should have, today is like turning into the, Mike Myers Day, apparently, because talked about Shrek a little bit ago, now I just referenced, Austin Powers. Life's a beach. I agree, my friend. Life's a beach and then you pie. That would be a good ending. Oh my god. If I died eating like a slice of pie, or immediately after, like I wouldn't want to choke to death on the pie, that would be awful. If like all my functionality in my body just stopped shortly after eating a slice of pie, or some pie, I would die a happy man. That would be okay. Is this when Mr. Alien's gonna get mad? No, apparently not. This is one of my favorite parts of the game. I love this part right here, because it actually creates... Actually, I would say without a doubt, the moments that happens in a little bit in this room, I think that this actually leads to, by far, the most, like, emotional and dramatic moments of the game. I'll actually talk about that more specifically later, because I really like Dead Space, but I think the moments that is going to be caused by something that happens in either this pod right here or that later on in the game I think it's like one of the greatest video game moments of all time. And then I'll get to that when it happens. I really love a moment coming up in the future.
This place is making me jump. Fucking asteroids coming through the
If I could jump in this game, my character, I would have had my character jump right now, and I'd be like, "This place is making me jumpy too."
Marker or anything else. This is supposed to be a repair mission.
Let's see. I own a T-shirt that says that. Shrek.
This mess.
Oh, behave.
The asteroid defenses.
Seriously, I'm surprised they didn't have that line in Shrek at some point.
Power routing is shot. You're gonna have to reroute them manually through at least 3 junction boxes to activate the primary.
Don't make me do it, Hammond.
Oh, but first,
Don't
you
make
need
me
to
do
activate
it.
the atrium elevators from bridge security.
I can't
You can
do
use
it.
them to get to the junction boxes.
Shoot him in the butt, though. Oh, I can shoot him in the butt.
By the
Isaac
way,
just shot
Isaac.
Hammond in the butt. Yeah.
I saw something out there. I don't know what. I only got a glimpse. It was big. Real big.
As big as your butt, Hammond, as I fill it with lead. I like how I'm able to shoot his butt once, and then Isaac is just like, you know what? I'm done. I think that's enough ammunition in him. I also really like this frickin' throne of a chair that the captain has. I mean, like, does it really need to be this crazy? That is like absurd. That is not like a captain's chair. That is a frickin' throne. That is insane. Shoot him! Shoot him! Shoot him! Yeah, I think it's in that one. Yeah, there he is.
Shit.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Well, that one was dead when I sealed the pod. These things don't die easily.
Oh, Hammond, little do you know, you just screwed us over big time, buddy. Nice try. Shoot him in the nuts! I actually probably should have gone back and shot him in his bowels. In his bowels! But, I didn't think of it, because I'm a foolish fool of a man. This is Boss Central, right? Right? Oh, yep, here we go, Boss Central. Let's go ahead and use the cutter on this guy. I believe the cutter is a pretty good weapon. Reload! Slow him down. Oh, no! Okay, that was actually pretty close. Can we cut off his arms from the front? Oh god, he stopped already! Man, maybe I actually do need to boost the duration, because that did not last very long at all. Let's just go ahead and get this guy. Can we have... Oh, he's going armored mode! Armored mode is the best of all modes, because then he's actually pretty defenseless. Really, I like this guy from a gameplay perspective. He's a fun boss and all, but he's pretty freaking easy. It's not all that hard to deal with. Really, all it is basically knowing how to use the slow-mo stuff, and I actually believe he's dead? Yep.
Quarantine lifted.
That's the end of that poor fool. He died as he lived, with big arms. That's a joke I probably make way too much.
Make us whole again.
Ah! Didn't destroy the monitor in time. It actually didn't even destroy the monitor. This game... Oh, the monitor's already destroyed. But yeah, this game, compared to Batman Arkham Asylum, this game sucks. Can't destroy monitors. It's a 1 out of 10 because it can't destroy monitors. So sad. Arkham Asylum, you could destroy monitors. That's a 2,000 out of 10 because of it. I am a sarcastic voice. I'm so scared. I like that. Were you saying that about the boss, or maybe that part with the alien in the thingamajig? Yeah, that's the thing about this game. This game really isn't all that scary. I won't lie. I was like, this game did scare me when it first came out, but and who knows, maybe even this is like too old to get scared by these kinds of games. But I was like probably around 14 or something when this game came out, so it's probably scarier for younger audiences. I wasn't 14, that's for sure. That's saying way too young, actually. I don't know. Whatever. I still think this game is really good. It just tries way too hard to scare the player, and it's, a lot of it doesn't really work. How does this thing solved? Because is it just that like the there's like a, I don't know, invisible barrier or something that ends up closing the whole wall that was breached. I don't know. Basically, I'm trying to figure out where to go. I have no idea where to go right now. Because those elevators are... Oh, I gotta turn them on. Okay. That could have been a little bit more clear. I thought there was a node in there. Let's go ahead and do an upgrade then. What about BF4? You can shoot everything. What about BF4? I actually have never played Battlefield 4. The only Battlefield game I played was Battlefield Bad Company. And I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't really too into Battlefield Bad Company. I think it's just not my type of game. Granted, like I said, I've only played Bad Company, so I don't know anything else about the other games, like just the Battlefield games, not the ones in the Battlefield Bad Company universe. So, I can't say a thing about those. I've never played those. But if they are anything similar to Bad Company, I don't know if I'd be too into them. Really, it's a thing where at this point in my life, we could actually turn that off. We don't need to listen to that. I kind of feel like most modern day shooters really, or not even that. Here's how I should say it. It's gotten to a point in my life where I really feel like for a shooter in general to actually be fun and entertaining to me, it needs to have some extra thing to it rather than the gameplay. Either the storyline needs to be really good, and who knows, maybe... Excuse me, I never finished Bad Company, so maybe I just didn't play enough to hear the story, if the story does get really good. So it either needs to be that, or needs to be in a universe that I could really get sucked into, like many sci-fi games. Like that's... Or, of course, needs to have a unique piece of gameplay. Like, an example of why I love BioShock so much is because rather than just being a standard shooter, it's not just a really, really cool sci-fi world, but it's also, it's also got the plasmids gameplay, which... Really, when it comes down to it, all shooters are kind of just pointing and click, and the plasmids doesn't really change that to much of a degree, but it creates more of an illusion that it is something different, and that's the thing. Here, let me get caught up on the chat, then I'll actually read that. The Swigignator? I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but I actually do want to play Spec Ops The Line on the stream sometime. I haven't beaten it, but I've played through about half of the game, and I got a new computer recently, so I'd actually be starting it over again. But yeah, I really, Spec Ops The Line was really getting me involved because of the storyline. Like, the first quarter of the game, I was getting kind of bored by it, because really... Like that's a really good example, because take away the story and like the character developments and stuff like that, and it really is a very generic third-person shooter, but the story just is so good, and the characters and the writing, it carries the game to a whole new level, you know? That really is just why that game is so good. It's a joke. Yeah, Spec Ops is good, but the multiplayer, oh, don't get me started. Spec Ops for the story, screwed the multiplayer. Can you make my swag? Oh, is it supposed to be like swag? I hope it's like swag. That'd be awesome. I don't know if you guys have ever played Pokemon Zeta or Omicron, but it's a really, really good Pokemon mod that is fan-made. Oh, that is obviously a corpse. Well, if it was going to get up, it's not getting up now, and I suppose that's all that matters to us. I keep on pressing start when I mean to press something else. Okay, so I've got one more railgun ammo. That's good to know. We need to actually get rid of some of that so I can grab that, blueprint out in the front. But yeah, Pokemon, Omicron, and Zeta. Your rival in the game is actually a guy who is like obsessed with the word swag, and it's really funny. I like it a hell of a lot. It's humor that I could see annoying a lot of people, but I'm really into it.
It looks like some of
to
the
say
gravity
least.
plating is malfunctioning. Keep an eye out for any kind of distortion effect coming from the floor. It could be dangerous.
Oh, shoot, yeah, the gravity things. I forgot about that. Okay, well, this makes a unique, interesting part of the game. Come on, baby. Yeah! Baby got smashed. Just like all the babies. Ziggy! I like how you, actually, I was thinking for a second that you were, you left but came back because your chat is a different color. I don't know if you did that. Oh, baby. Oh, no, that didn't kill it. Neither of the shots killed him. Oh, but the third one killed them both. It was too good. Too good for school as we mosey on along. I believe you actually do get an achievement for killing... I don't know if Steam has the achievements. I think Steam does, but I believe you get an achievement for killing a certain amount of enemies by putting them on... getting them to walk on those floating pads. We're gonna ignore that. Achievements don't really matter all that much, at least not really to me. I'm the biggest Poke Geek. Yeah, Pokemon is so good. I love Pokemon. Hey, so then Cookie Stealer, have you played Pokemon Omicron and or Zeta? Because if you're a big Pokemon geek, that Pokemon Omicron and or Zeta, because really the difference between the two, it's just like red or blue, you know? They're basically the same game, just different enemies and slight differences in what Pokemon you can catch. But Omicron and Zeta is literally, in my opinion, a must. Oh, you're still alive? Stop being a ding-dong. Literally a must-play for Pokemon fans. It is so, so good. Very, very polished. Let's actually make this body go for a little bit of a journey. Whee! Bye-bye, body. You may hate me, but it ain't no lie. Body, bye-bye-bye. Smack the babies with our bullets. Okay, that's one down. Oh, but that one's okay. There we go. Line Launcher is really a pretty awful weapon if you don't get your enemies in like a straight line. It's pretty awful, actually. Give me more money. How did those babies have money on them? Why were the babies carrying money? That is so weird. I'm the kid on the bus that plays the DS on the way home. Yeah, those are the cool kids, Cookie Stealer. The cool kids playing video games on their way home and stuff like that. I don't know. How do you guys feel about the new DS? All I know about the new 3DS is that they're making the new one, and it's not going to have like compatibility with the games anymore. Personally, that kind of really pisses me off because the 3DS... Oh, shoot, I forgot we got to deal with another one of these guys. The 3DS has not been around for long enough that they should be able to feel like it's okay for them to make a new machine that does not have, like, compatibility with games. That really makes me mad. Granted, I left my 3DS at home, so I can't play 3DS when I'm back here. And actually, I only have like 3 3DS games. I think I have Street Fighter, the arcade edition, which I got when the 3DS came out, because it was like the only thing that you could play on it. Then I have, Animal Crossing, New Leaf, and honestly, I think that's it. I think I only have 2 games, so maybe I'm not the best person to complain. But yeah, it was a really annoying thing to me. Don't steal my cookies again. I'm proud of it. Haha, fooled ya! Have you played Dead... Oh! Siggy, you tricked me! Yeah, wait, did you? I'm actually really confused. Have you played Dead Space 3? If so, what do you think of it? I'll get to that once I finish reading the rest of these. Nah, sadly I didn't. Much polish, much wow. Yeah, super polish and super wow. No game compatibility in the new version. That's just like Wii to the Wii U. I didn't know the Wii U doesn't have backwards compatibility. That is really, really sucky. Honestly, I don't think the Wii has the best library in the world. Don't get me wrong though, the Wii does have some really good games. I just think compared to a lot of other genres, it's not necessarily the best. Are we able to run through that when it's slow? I don't know if I trust that. That looks very dangerous. Was there a save point nearby? Because I kinda would prefer to save before going in there. There is the slow-mo juice, so part of me feels like it has to use slow-mo. Okay, hopefully I won't die. There are a lot of things in this game that can one-hit kill you, so run!
Power transfer to the AD.
Run!
Ship system
Yes!
junction box
We did it!
routed.
We're safe! I
Making
fooled you
some
again!
progress with the
Oh
time
no!
frame.
Okay, I see. It's because
One
you're
of the
changing the
captains
color
give
of
me a
your
hard
chat.
time.
Okay, going to
Keep
Dead
moving.
Space 3. I actually have not played Dead Space 3. I don't know very much about it. All I've seen is the ending. And honestly then, I forget why I saw it, because I haven't seen the ending of the second game. I haven't played the second game either. Honestly, the Dead Space... This will be a good way to give you my idea on Dead Space 3, or my opinion. I haven't played Dead Space 2 or Dead Space 3, but in my personal canon, the only game that exists is Dead Space 1. Because that's the thing that makes me so mad about a lot of the games in the horror genre. Because so many of them are perfect as standalone games. I'm okay with Resident Evil, I mean, not Resident Evil, with Dead Rising 3, but Dead Rising 1 is one of my favorite games of all time, and I hate Dead Rising 2. I like I said, I'm okay with Dead Rising 3, but Dead Rising is another genre where in my world, like my personal canon, Dead Rising 1 is the only one existence. In my canon, Frank West died at the end of that game. When he's trapped on top of the tank surrounded by zombies and he like screams out in anger, he dies there. In my personal canon, they failed. He failed to stop Carlos's goal, and the world is actually destroyed because of him infecting the children. Like, in my opinion, the way that the world would have turned, the way that the world turns out after that would be like, I don't know, maybe into The Walking Dead, you know, as in the series The Walking Dead. It would be very, very reminiscent to that. But yeah, like, similar to Dead Rising in that regard, Dead Space is one where I love the first one. It's the only one in my personal canon. I haven't played 3, but I think that I really hate a lot of what 3 does, because 3 makes it multiplayer, and the worst thing you could do with a horror series, even though this first game, Dead Space 1, wasn't all that scary, the worst thing you could do with a horror series is make it multiplayer, because that just immediately, like, sucks out all the fear. Really removes a lot of it. Fooled ya 4 days. I really like you changing all your things, Siggy. It's funny to me. So glad you were able to stay, Siggy. I know, Siggy, I'm glad you're able to stay. Shh. Siggy's here in secret. It's a hiding secret, man. The second game is better than the rest of them, so you like the second one the most. Fun thing for me, because I'm perfectly fine with, I know a lot of people hate silent protagonists. I'm perfectly fine with it. Silent protagonists never bothered me, and honestly, I kinda didn't, I think this is part of the thing that in my personal canon, like I just said, Dead Space 1 is the only one in the series for me, but personally, I didn't like the fact that they had him speak the whole time. Of course, that leads for, in most cases, a more developed story when the protagonist is actually able to speak, but, I don't know. Personally, I didn't like that. I also didn't like how his helmet was off for a lot of the game. One of my favorite things about the first one, and why I think the first one should have been a standalone game, is because you don't see his face through like the entire game. It's for those of you who didn't notice that you could actually get a sneak peek of it at the very beginning. It is like a big kind of like revelation and surprising moment at the end of the game when the camera pans and you actually see the front of his face and you're like, oh, that's what Isaac looks like. That's really cool. But like I said, I haven't played the second game. I've heard a lot of people do really like the second one, so it wouldn't surprise me if the second one is pretty good. I'll change your your color and pink. How did you do that, Siggy? You're not a mod, are you? Unless you guys are playing a trick on me. How are you, swag? All the swag. You should play Diablo. I should play Diablo. I actually have never played any of the Diablo games. I heard Diablo 3 isn't the best thing in the world, but I also heard that that's mainly just because, unfortunately, the game was really, really easy, and you can't play a harder difficulty unless you beat the game or something like that. So it was kind of just like walking around for a lot of people. Ooh, there is also the contact beam. We won't use the contact beam because we've already got 4 weapons, but the 4 weapons, but the contact beam is a really cool weapon as well. Let us receive our mighty upgrade. Change me back. Oh, poor Cookie Stealer. I'm so sorry. Consider this a favor, okay, and blue. The mighty Cookie Stealer has been turned back to blue. I'm the Swaginator. I love swag. Swag is so good. I know, how are you doing this, Siggy? I don't think I made you a mod. I should make people a mod, though. Because I'm just I don't know how to make people mods, though. That's the thing about this. Also, this is one thing that I don't think I've mentioned in this series. Isaac Clarke has the world's worst posture. Look at how he stands. Like, honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if that's part of the suit. Because no one else in the game really wears a suit, like, as intensive as Isaac's is. But his posture is so bad. He must, like, sit at a computer, like, 24/7 and just type on a keyboard, so his back has, like, the world's worst posture. Like, it just looks so silly with his head hunched over 24/7. But allow us to mosey on along and opens the door in front of us. Elevator oh, shoot, we actually have to select a floor. Okay, let's go to 1 first. I don't think we've been to 1 before.
Isaac, listen up. I've gone over the MedSci report.
I am
These things are
your computer.
They take dead tissue, absorb it,
like
and mold
that,
it into
Siggy.
new forms.
I like
One
this,
iteration
Siggy. You're
seems to have
funny.
the sole purpose of infecting corpses.
I always noticed his posture.
Well,
I know! He has the world's worst
and that body tissue
posture.
we keep seeing on the walls is part of it too.
Nobody,
I found a
like, I
report
don't
that
think
says
I've ever
habitat
seen
changes.
anyone in my entire life with this bad of a posture. Nobody stands like that. I don't know if he's just, like, really tense because he's, like, probably, like, horrified for his life constantly, but for good reason. But, like, even when he, like, stands a little bit more straight when you aim, he's still got, like, a weird irk to the way he's standing. He's a weird dude. Isaac's a weird guy. That's one thing I should ask. The Swaginator, I presume that because you were asking about Dead Space 3 and you said Dead Space 2 is your favorite, I presume you've played them both. Oh no! Ah, crap, I hate it when we don't deal with oxygen. Alright, we'll just have to keep on moseying on along then. Does this room have oxygen? Yes, it does. Oh, thank the Lord. Oh, it's even got a bench. Thank you very much. We can start doing some bench pressing in here. Oh no, ex-Cookie Stealer is pink again. Everyone is pink. Oh my god. Ziggy has too much power. What god gave him this? He's gonna destroy the world. But going back to what I was saying, does Isaac have better posture in the later games, or is it the same? And I'd be interested to know, the Swaginator, do you like, how do you feel about Dead Space 3? I presume since you were asking, you probably have mixed feelings about it, but who knows, maybe you don't. Maybe you just know that a lot of people do, and you're wondering my opinion. I should play the later Dead Space games. Probably 3 just to make myself hate myself. I don't know if 3's bad. Let's just say I haven't heard good things about 3, and I'm kind of pretty sure it's probably pretty bad. Yeah, I should play the rest of the series sometime, just so I'm like aware of it and know what it's like. Oh no, it's a big evil one. We probably should aim for his limbs, since that's literally like one of the main game mechanics in this game. No! Oh, the foolish fool known as me. I'm actually low on health. We gotta do another health, or use another health upgrade there. Go ahead and cut off his leg. Have any of you guys played Doom 3? That's one thing I should ask you guys, because Doom 3 is almost certainly, without a doubt, going to be the next game that we're going to play on Satanic Saturdays, because it was actually gifted to me by Patrick. He was super cool, super nice, and he was in one of the streams I talked about the other day, and I was saying that Doom 3 was a game that I've always wanted to play a lot of, because I had it on the Xbox. Well, the Xbox 360, but I had the Xbox version and just played it on the Xbox 360. But I never got too far into it, so he was like a super cool guy and gave me a copy of it. So I think that's almost certainly what we're going to play next. So just curious if any of you are familiar with it as I go and finally read the chat. It's been way too long. Everyone pink. I'm B pink. Lies, I'm not pink. Yeah, the Swaginator, he is immune to the pinkish power of pink. I am God. You're like Sonic from Sonic EXE. You are God, and you're unstoppable. Unstoppable. You're not evil, of course, because I love you, but you may be abusing your mighty powers. Go ahead and open these things and see what we've got in here. His posture is the same. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Nope, the same posture, and Dead Space 3 is okay, but the others are better. 2 is the best, 1 is still really good, 3 shit, I'm red again. Or shite. Shite, I'm red again! I don't know what was with that weird accent. I don't even know what that accent was, but me saying red again, like red again, reminds me of Radigan. Any of you seen The Great Mouse Detective? Great Mouse Detective is like one of the Disney movies that a lot less people know of, and because of that I think it's a really underrated one. Great Mouse Detective is actually one of my favorite Disney movies by far. I love The Great Mouse Detective. I mean, anything with Vincent Price has to be amazing in at least some regard, you know? Like when he played Egghead on Batman, the Adam West TV show. That was pretty awful, but hilariously so. Frickin' Uh-oh! Hello? I hear you. You can't surprise me. Now I'm in control. Oh no, Cookie Stealer's gonna start ruling the world. No, yes. Wait, did Cookie Stealer find out how to change people's colors? Oh my god. How is there enough power for people to just change the color of everyone in chat? What is this? This is insane. No single man or woman or child or being of this earth should have so much power. You guys are gonna destroy the world. Oh! Oh god, babies! Okay, it's been a while since we smashed some babies. Let's go ahead and smash this baby. I'm sorry, baby, but soon you shall be no more. Oh my god, that baby just had all the health. Let's send him on a little joyride next. Yeah! I love those little things way too much. How long do you usually stream for? 3 hours, I think. I actually usually go for 2. Maybe we can make this one go a little bit long. We'll see. My throat is... I usually go for 2 because by the end of the 2nd hour, my throat is really starting to kind of wear down, and it's just really nice for me to be able to do 2 hours because then I don't have to worry about throat issues. And that would mean that we're gonna stop in about 30 minutes. But you know, we'll see. We'll see. Much pink, much swag. How long do you usually stream for? 3 hours. Oh, nice. That's good. 2 is still good. Yeah. I just like. I really like. I really like 2. I think 2 works out really nicely. I think it's just like a nice rounded streaming length of time. Oh no, the birdie! We gotta stop the birdie, and we gotta stop him quick. Quick, grab machine guns and run. Birdie! Oh no! Oh no! He's corrupting another! Okay. I think we stopped him. Birdie's only getting 1 is not all that bad. Yeah. Birdie only got 1. That's actually not very bad at all. Pink does not exist. Pink is not a creative color. God, I love that video. Just it's green in that video, of course. If any of you have not been lucky enough to see... Oh man, what is that video actually called? The one... the one that's like... It's about being creative, but then it takes like the darkest turn of all time. Ziggy is now neon green. You should have a cup of water next. Yeah, I actually have been drinking along in this stream. In fact, I'll drink a little bit right now. It's just I don't know what it is about my voice. My voice always starts to hurt around the 1 hour and 30-minute mark. But I'm willing to like pull through for some extra time. Basically, it's a mix of me just being like 2 hours is a nice solid number for the stream, and my voice hurting, and whether or not I like really feel like continuing, you know. Ziggy has broken free. I like the impossible. I do not believe it! How could you do this? Don't hug- Yeah! That's it! Don't hug me, I'm scared! It's so good! I love that video so much. Green is not a creative color. Oh. There's just one thing you need to know before you let your creativity flow. Listen to your heart, listen to your brain, listen to the... No. Listen to your heart, listen to the rain, listen to the voices in your brain. Let's get creative. Hey, how's it going, buddy? Oh, he was so cute. He reminds me of that the way he walked away reminds me of that alien from Signs. I actually haven't seen Signs. I've only seen the nostalgia review of it. Schematic. Oh, Force Gun? That was the Force Gun? I forgot that the Force Gun even existed. His power level. It's over Q million! What? Q million? God. I need to watch that show. This is where you guys are gonna be like, oh, you poor ignoramus, you foolish fool. But I actually did not grow up on Dungeons and Dragons. What the hell is wrong with me? I did not grow up on Dragon Ball Z. And I actually really have not seen much of any Dragon Ball Z. One of my closest friends is really into Dragon Ball Z, but I've like never watched barely watched any of it myself, and I don't know if I would be into it simply because I didn't grow up on it. But that's a series that I really want to be into. That's a series that I feel like, oh no, a fatty! Oh no, and the black one! Actually, that sounded really, really awful. I did not mean it to come out that way. Oh, great, he's summoning babies. Okay, I think that means it's time to flee. Flee to this position, we can pull out the machine gun, and then the babies will be out. Die, you babies, die! It's over here. Oh, no! I was looking away because I wanted to read the chat and then I got beat up by dudes! There we go. Okay, now we should be good. Go explain to the power of Chameleon! Now. Over the summer, me and my older sister were, rewatching Power Rangers, and that is like the greatest show of all time. I love classic Power Rangers. Like Bulk and Skull are like the two stupidest but best comedic, like, villains or whatever of all time. My favorite part of the whole show, though, is the intro. Because they really do, in just, like, the shortest amount of time, very quickly describe the whole show. And if you're someone who has never even heard of Power Rangers, I imagine it's gotta be the most confusing thing for you on the planet. Because you just see this weird woman in this crazy dress just go like, "Ah! After 10,000 years I'm free! It's time to conquer Earth!" And then this like big head being like, "Alpha, Rita has escaped. It's time to recruit a team of teenagers with attitude." And literally, in like 10 seconds, they described the whole plot of like the show and what started the show. And then the rest, the like whole next minute of the intro is just them singing "Go Go Power Rangers" over and over again. It's like the greatest thing ever. I love it. It's so good. Then we must battle to the near death until I end up escaping in my pod because he let me go for no reason. What? Is that a reference to something that was said? Battle to the near death until I end up escaping my pod because he let me go for no reason. Is power? Yeah, we're talking about Dragon Ball Z and Power Rangers. Is that a reference to something that I'm not remembering? Then I wait for a Q million year and then die to resurrect and try to kill you, but you fail. That's enough. Wait, unless that's the Power Rangers reference. Ah! After 10,000 years I'm free! It's time to conquer Earth!
Enough power, but the ADS cannons are targeting
Okay,
down.
we need to start using the Saw gun, or the
I
Ripper,
need you to aim
because
the
we have
cannon
way
back
too
in the
many
target
Ripper,
replacement. Take the
Ripper
elevator to the top
rounds.
of the ship and head for the cannon pit.
Dungeons and Dragon Ball Z. I like that. What is your favorite movie and game? I'll get to that in a second. Mine is The Last of Us and Black Hawk Down. I haven't seen Black Hawk Down. And I consider myself a pretty big movie buff, you know? That's one of my like moments of shame for sure, because I need to see Black Hawk Down. I hear it's a really good movie. Favorite movie though? Movie, I'm not sure because there's so many good movies, as there are so many good games. Let's say Pulp Fiction would be like top 10, but I won't say that for top. Let's say either I really like the animated film Paprika. So I'll say it depends on my mood, and it would be one of the three. I'm sorry if I'm cheating the system, but one of the three. Forrest Gump, Paprika, or I had one other on my mind. Actually, that's good enough. Well, between those two, and oh shoot, there's a lot of stuff coming. I never watched Dragon Ball Z either. I know. Wouldn't it be a cool show to watch though? It looks so cool to me. Dead Space Euchre. I don't know what that means. I'm sorry, Siggy. Power Rangers? Okay, you're not speaking in English! Or at least I don't think you are. Unless I'm a foolish fool and it's baffling my mind. The pod escape thing was from Dragon Ball Z. Okay. This isn't just any desk, it's mahogany. I don't know that either. You have to see it. It's on Netflix if you... That's the other thing! I have Netflix and I just haven't watched it for some reason. I really need to watch it. LOL Team 4 Star. Team 4 Star is really good. I love Team 4 Star a lot. Members of Team 4 Star were the ones who did Naruto the Abridged series as well, right? Because Naruto, of all the Abridged series that I've seen, including Little Grievous actually with Yu-Gi-Oh! I actually think my personal favorite was the Naruto the Abridged series. I thought that was really good. But going to games, that's the big thing for me. In all honesty, my favorite games, my favorite genre of games is actually the more artsy type of games. I really like games that like work much more on emotion and plot rather than gameplay or anything like that. Some of my favorite games of all time are Thomas Was Alone. I really love Thomas Was Alone. I really love the Yogg. A lot of them are indie, and the Yogg, I actually wouldn't be surprised if you wouldn't have heard of it before, because unfortunately it's not nearly as well known as it deserves to be. And, like, I really love Dear Esther. Gone Home is amazing. Little Inferno is so good because of the ending of that game. There's so many. I don't know about favorite game of all time, but if I were to say favorite genre, definitely more like artsy, independent, story-based game. Like To the Moon. To the Moon is so good. Like, To the Moon is a game that I could say with no shame whatsoever had me crying, like bawling, literally, like 75% of the game I was in tears. It is so good. Of course, that is a game that you need to know beforehand going into it, that it's a game that you should only play when you're, like, ready to go into, like, really emotional, deep kind of stuff, but I really love that game. I should also, of course, mention, The Walking Dead Season 1. I love The Walking Dead Season 1 as well. Okay, this part. Kinda wish there was a save station.
Impact detected across the starboard.
Because I don't exactly... Okay, yeah, we just have to run whenever there aren't, like, millions of asteroids flying at us. I think that's the whole way that this portion works. So that would be my favorite genre, and I suppose my favorite games in that genre. But if we're talking more combat-based games or others like that, I love Dead Rising 1. Dead Rising 1 is amazing. I really love Resident Evil 4. I love Resident Evil 1 and Resident Evil 3. Those are all games that I'm really passionate about. And, what else would there for, like... Oh god, I need oxygen! I actually completely forgot about that. I think I'm gonna die from lack of oxygen. We need to go back. Jump, Isaac! Jump! Jump! Oh god, okay, we need to rush things more now. That was my mistake. We're gonna get some more oxygen after this and go back to that. I should pause it though so I could read the comments. Dead Space is awesome. Yeah, Dead Space is super good as well. I don't know if it would be one of my top 10 though. Power Rangers suck. Power Rangers suck! I mean, honestly, Power Rangers is one of those shows where it's pretty good because it's really insane and bad. But, like, that's one thing I should say. Power Rangers is American Japanese TV at its craziest. Oh god, is this thing gonna break soon? I don't think we could hide behind that anymore, which makes me very, very sad. Let's see if we can make a jump over to that. Yes! Yes! Okay, so we can actually go pretty far traveling along these things. We'll need to find another one that has an oxygen tank before we get to the next thing. Do we even have any oxygen tanks? Oh god. Okay, never mind. First we run. The heart, Osborn. First you run for the heart. There we go. Oh god. I need oxygen! I don't want to die! Okay, we do have a tank, so let's use that one. That'll also free up our inventory, which is always an extra positive. And we run like the wind! That's a good thing about coming back after this point. We obviously don't need to worry about that. Have you played the Walking Dead game? Yeah. It's so good. It's so good. That's video games and movies are something a lot of guys out there are always like, oh, you can't say you cried, you know, you gotta have like pride and stuff like that. And media is something that I will never feel bad crying or saying that I cried in. And The Walking Dead Season 1, that's another one where I was bawling at the end of that game. Such a good game. I love The Walking Dead Season 1. I really need to finish The Walking Dead Season 2. I haven't finished that one, or The Wolf Among Us, and I was really enjoying both those series. Okay, here's the oxygen tank. I don't think we could run all the way to this one, but maybe we can. Yes! Okay, we made it. Okay, actually it looks like we could die if we jumped over there, so let's make sure to stay safe here. But yeah, but for everyone else as well, I would really like to hear your guys' favorite games and movies, because there's so many out there, you know, and there might be a bunch of stuff that you guys have mentioned that would be my favorites as well, so that I just haven't thought of. So oh, nice! a very pricey schematic, I suppose. Let's break you, grab some extra ammo, and, Wait, why can't I breathe? Close! I like how the door just wouldn't close. It was good. If we were in a much worse of a position, we probably would have died from lack of oxygen after that. That would have been awful. Well, I don't like Power Rangers. Yeah, I could really understand not liking Power Rangers. I could really understand. But yeah. Was there something else I was gonna mention before? I don't know. We're actually... No, this isn't the really dramatic part. The really dramatic part is after this. Okay.
That's it, Isaac. You're in the pit. The cannon's a mass driver, so it should punch through anything flying at us. Keep an eye on the hull's integrity. Too many of those things get by, and we're dead. I think
Shoot them all.
Just buy me a little more time.
Oh god. I'm not gonna lie. This is probably my least favorite part in this game. I hate the asteroid portion. Basically, that's the worst. One of the worst things you could put in a shooter is a freaking turret segment, because they're so generic. I hate turret segments so much, especially ones like this one. It's not really very fun. It's just a million things that you have to shoot. And really, actually, I am playing this with an Xbox controller, because I think these third-person games are much better with controllers. But this turret segment is one where I would much rather use something else. Do these things run out of ammunition? Maybe I should just kind of go like gung-ho crazy firing. No, they totally do! Oh god, that was my bad. Look, we should be able to survive, I think, though. If this will only be so nice. Oh my god! There's a million asteroids! God, they just don't stop. Gotta get the big one! Oh no! Oh no! Just a little bit longer, okay, buddy? I didn't know that was a big one! The game tricked me! Okay, we're at 28. Not the end of the world. I think we could do this. Don't want to get the first death of the series because of this nonsense. Okay, there's a small one and a big one. Gung-ho on the big one! Oh, I think that's one asteroid that's gonna hit us that was up top that I didn't notice. Apparently not. That one might. Yes! Oh, thank the Lord. Okay. Hate that segment. Hate that segment. Like, even the boss, there's a second time when we use the turret a little bit later when a boss happens. Even that is okay, you know? I just hate that part so much. And now we can actually walk along outside without having to worry about dying. Play Infamous Second Son. Are the Infamous games on Steam? That's actually another series that I've never touched, those games. I've never played the Infamous games. I'm playing Infamous 2 while watching this. How are the Infamous games? They always looked cool, very, very cool, and like how unique they seemed, and interesting, stuff like that. I really recommend Dear Space 2. Did you mean Dead Space 2? The R and the D are very close together on the pad, so I could understand that. Here, I should actually pause while I catch up on these. Completed Infamous Second Son, Evil and Good. Ah! Does it have a good, evil, and good ending? Because that's one thing that I will say, that, some of my friends are, really, really love, why am I blanking? The Spec Ops The Line, as they should, because Spec Ops The Line is really, really good. But they were telling me that one of the really good things about Spec Ops The Line is that apparently every ending of the game is really, really good. So how are the endings of that game? Usually it's a thing where, of course, the good ending is always really good and nice, but sometimes the bad ending just feels very unsatisfactory. Because it's one of those things where I can understand bad endings feeling unsatisfactory because you're like, oh, well that sucks, that's unfortunate, that's sad. But you can make like an evil ending and still have it be really cool and satisfying for the player. So I don't know if
oxygen levels are falling.
If the two endings for that game are like that or not.
Air production, and whatever it is, it's filling the deck up with that organic stuff. We're not going to have any air to breathe soon. But if I think I can make a poison to destroy it. Head to medical.
I apologize for
everything
that
you
cough
need.
Will this never end? Isaac,
honestly,
get to medical and mix
the
together
Swaginator,
whatever Kendra's come up with.
I'm surprised I
I'm heading to
survived on that
hydroponics.
asteroid
If I
part.
can slow it down, that might keep us breathing long
Usually
enough to
I
fight it.
die on the first attempt of the asteroid part, and that's part of why I hate it so much too. Turret sections just aren't really fun in shooters, or if they are fun, they're usually like the least fun part of the game. And you shall live, you will survive. Not. I like your I like your comments on that, Cookie Stealer. We made it! We were gods! We survived the asteroids like noble men of infinite justice and hearts of true. Or something like that. Is there anything in here? No. I know we're already in there. I was just double checking, seeing if there's any ammo left behind. Music's getting kind of intense. Sounds like there's gonna be someone who's gonna pop up and try to kill me. Is there gonna be someone who's gonna pop up and try to kill me? The music is really dramatic right now for some reason. Oh, yep, it's the heads. Die, head! The head actually, that's one thing I will say. Oh god, I'm not a fan of gore, but the head, oh god, what the hell? They're all over the place. I think the heads does and I'm actually pretty okay with the gore in this game. That's one thing I should say. I think it gets way too excessive in the later games from what I've seen. But like I just said, I'm not a fan of gore, so it's the wrong person to be asking. But I will say, I think that the death with those heads is actually pretty cool in how like dark and dramatic it is. Let me see. I gotta go very soon. That's okay, Siggy. I think we are actually going to end it in about 4 minutes. So if you do have to leave, I guess now's the best time. You know. I only die in puzzles, never in battle. Puzzles are very, very scary. Haven't died? Nice. I know, yeah. We haven't died in the series so far, so that's good for us. No, Siggy don't. But I got, the series is great. Then thank you. Oh wait, no, you were saying the series is something else. Way to toot my own horn myself. Yet I don't want to... I heard Mass Effect is really good, too. Haven't played it. Have you? I'll get to that in a sec. That is a big old can of worms. And a very good last discussion. Second Son's ending was kind of the same, in my opinion. Have you been streaming for almost 2 hours? Yeah. I started at 5. No, started at 6, not 5. So it's almost 8 p.m. at my time, so I think we're going to call it off in just a little bit. Have you... yeah... I hope he can do 2 hours and 30 minutes. At least 4 minutes. Back to pre-recordings, I guess. Yeah, that's part of the reason I will say. I do need to record some extra stuff as well. And, of course, get schoolwork and stuff like that done. So we'll probably end in about 4 minutes, but as of right now, the stream will still go on for at least a little bit longer. Smash them skulls! But going back to Mass Effect, I've played all 3 Mass Effect games, and I'm kind of mad at myself for forgetting to mention those, because I think the Mass Effect series is one of the greatest series of all time. The Mass Effect games are amazing. The sad thing is, personally, I think they go downhill in quality. But the thing is, Mass Effect 3, which is my least favorite of them, I think that is still an amazing, unbelievable game. It's not as good as the first, because here's what happens with the series. The first one is like a freaking space opera. I think Mass Effect 1 is one of the greatest games of all time, because the story and the main thing for Mass Effect 1 is the atmosphere, the world. And all of them has super deeply developed worlds. There's just something about the first one that feels so fresh and honest, and I don't know what it is. Like the first Mass Effect game is an incredibly dark and serious game, but the tone of the other two get a little darker, and they don't feel as... I don't know what it is. For me, Mass Effect 1 is the perfect game in the series. 2 is amazing as well, and so is 3, but 2 would be my second favorite, mainly in all honesty because the ending. In all honesty, the ending segment of Mass Effect 2 is so good, because I don't know if you've heard of it, Volcanic, but actually I should go up and make sure that it was Volcanic who said that. I think it was Volcanic, but I'm not 100% sure. Oh, maybe it wasn't Volcanic. Who was it? That's right, it was the Swaginator. Why am I totally blanking now? We could keep on moving too. If you're not familiar with like the final section of Mass Effect 2, basically what's going on with Mass Effect 2 is the whole game, it's building up to this suicide mission that the whole crew is going on. So basically